Yeah, there we go. Hello, Sarah. Firstly, congratulations. Honestly, thank you so much for bidding on this on behalf of the Pink Ribbon Foundation. My lovely friend Lisa Allen, who's over the moon. Thank you for supporting the charity. It means the world to everyone. So, and I understand you've invited some lovely friends. Sarah, could you introduce them for me?
I have, yeah. So thank you too. And yeah, we've got B, Becky, and Ben, all the Bs, who I've invited today to join the Cookalong.
Superb. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Hey. All right. So today I thought we could do something called a poke bowl. So I don't know if you all have ever had a poke bowl before, but I discovered this little dish, which apparently it's actually from Hawaii originally, but I discovered it when I was filming in South Africa, and I just fell in love with it. And when I found out how easy it was to make, I thought, I've got to share this recipe with you guys because it's one of our favorite things where you're eating really healthy, but it tastes amazing. So I hope you're liking prawns. And I understand, Sarah, you're allergic to prawns. So you're going to do this with a piece of salmon.
I am, yeah.
Brilliant. All right. So let's just start. I'm going to kick you off. I understand you've heated up your oven. So if you don't mind, would you take your little salmon fillet and put it just on a baking tray? And if you've got the oven at 180 degrees, a little trick, you can either use a dash of olive oil or you can use a dash of butter, whichever you prefer. And just on it, also just a sprinkling of black pepper and salt. And then just shove it in that oven for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, so I need to put on that.
Perfect. Yeah. You just get on with that. And then we will start. As soon as you've done that, let us know when you're ready. And we're going to go with our rice. So have you guys, do you guys have a rice cooker or you're going to do this on the hob?
On the hob.
On the hob. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to do a rice cooker, but it doesn't matter. So 300 grams, please, of rice. If you have Thai jasmine rice, that would be absolutely perfect, but you can use basmati. It doesn't matter. So let me know when you guys have done that. And then I have a very small sieve here, as you can see.
Oh my God.
And the reason it is this big, it's because it fits my sink perfectly. So I just put this on my sink. And what I want you to do is when you've weighed out your rice, but it doesn't have to be exactly 300 grams, by the way. So if you're all three of you eating, just chuck in 500, it doesn't matter. Okay, so just chuck the rice into a sieve and you're going to quickly go and rinse it. Okay, rinse it for me. And then then you guys put it into a saucepan for me. All right. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to rinse this. I would turn my camera, but it's such an effort. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to give my rice a really quick rinse. There we go. All right. Lovely. And once you've done that, and if you get that into a saucepan, Sarah, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find a sieve.
Oh, you don't have to sit. If you want, just rinse it in the saucepan itself. That's fine too. Just a very, very quick rinse. I tend not to rinse Thai jasmine as much as I do basmati. So there we go. So I'm just going to put that. Now I'm putting mine into a little rice cooker. I love my little rice cooker, and it's kind of handy and easy. But you guys put it into a saucepan, and you can put in. I don't know how much salt you'll eat. So I would literally just put in a half a teaspoon of salt. I wouldn't put in too much salt at all. So between a half teaspoon and a teaspoon of salt, whatever your taste is. Okay. And then if you fill up the water into the saucepan and make sure there's about an inch of boiling water that's above the rice line, basically. So wherever the rice settles in your saucepan, pour in boiling water and pour it up to an inch more than the rice.
Okay. Put the boiling water straight onto the rice.
Yes, please. Yeah. If you either you can have it from your tap or whatever you use for boiling water. If you have a kettle, just get that going and literally just pour it on. It'll just do it a bit quicker. I mean, you don't have to. You can always just use just water and then let it come to the boil on the stove, but whichever you like. So I'm going to do the same with this thing. I'm just going to put in boiling water that's an inch above my rice. There we go.
Okay, my rice is on.
Perfect. Lovely. Well done. Give me 2 seconds. So I'm going to just give my rice a little bit of a stir before it goes in the rice cooker. And I'm going to put a dash of salt in there for me. And then if you would like, you can, if you guys have either sunflower oil or even just vegetable oil, any kind of oil, even olive oil will do. If you would like to, you can put in just a drop of it.
Okay.
Drop of it, and then you just stir it through as it boils. Okay, there we go.
I feel like
and then I'm gonna. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us and 1 of Sarah.
I know. How come Sarah's not there with you guys? How come you're in a different space?
We live a long way away from each other.
Ah, okay.
I live in Cornwall and they live in Berkshire.
Right. So there we go. So that's my rice going, and that's yours going. And so make sure you bring it to the boil. Okay, bring the rice to the boil first.
Should we all hydrate?
Yes, I think it's a good plan.
Okay.
I'm going to shove that in there. And then in the meantime, while it does that, why don't we get started on mixing up the actual sauce, because that's the fun part. What we're going to do, we're going to make mix up the Japanese rice vinegar. Did you get rice vinegar? Yeah. Okay. So if you grab the rice, get these 3 ingredients for me. Get the rice vinegar, get some castor sugar, rice vinegar, castor sugar, and salt. That's all we're going to use first.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to take the smallest bowl, a teeny tiny bowl. You don't need anything big. Now I'm doing this for 4 people. Yeah. So if you want to make lesser, if you want to halve it, you can, but I would suggest making it because it's brilliant. So you'll love it. We'll get the rice vinegar out, and we're going to put in 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar into your little bowl. Do you all use tablespoons, or do you use like measuring tablespoons? Cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've literally just moved in, and this is the first thing I'm actually cooking in this kitchen.
Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's so nice. How exciting.
We thought it was the perfect place to celebrate.
Oh, brilliant. Well, congrats. That's very, very special. I feel very honored.
We just don't know where anything is the only issue. So we do apologize.
No worries. Take your time. So let me know when you've done your 4 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we've done that, we can get rid of the rice vinegar. In fact, I seem to have used up 2 bottles for some reason. All right. Then I'd like 4 teaspoons of castor sugar, please.
I have
And it can be granulated if you like. It doesn't matter. But castor sugar is just fine as it dissolves a bit quicker. And we're going to now remember 4 teaspoons, yeah? Not tablespoons.
4
I made that mistake once. 1, I got 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Then we'll give that, salt, pinch of salt. I have to show you something fun that one of my friends got me when she was in, I think, Belgium. And she picked up something, because I always said, I never know how much a pinch of salt is. So she got me this thing, which I love. And it says on it, a tad, a smidgen, a pinch, and a dash.
That's amazing.
Isn't it cute? It's just the cutest thing. So if you put in a kind of heaped pinch of salt, so yeah, just add that into your a tad. A pinch goes to a tad for sure. There we go. And then grab a teaspoon and give it a good stir.
Go on,
So we
Ben.
want that sugar and that salt to dissolve as much as you can. Get my teaspoon out.
Okay.
It should turn into you can see, a cloudy kind of mixture.
Uh-huh.
And just make sure you stir enough that it's actually starting to dissolve. Because otherwise it all just sits at the bottom and you don't want that, because that's where all the flavor is going to go. Okay.
Stirring is very noisy.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I think the mixture is okay.
It's good.
It's
Excellent. And smell it. It'll smell gorgeous. It smells a bit like sake, which I love.
It does smell good.
Amazing.
So one of my lovely friends, Elaine, who's watching, has just sent me a message saying, I want a tad and smidgen spoon.
I want one.
So
Dave.
yeah, so you need to go to Belgium, Elaine. Go to Belgium.
Any of my family's watching, can I have one as a housewarming? That would be great. Thank you.
That's good. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's grab our glasses, please. Let's take a quick break and grab our glasses.
Sorry, I was
And
premature.
let's cheers our friends and family for joining us and supporting this charity. So cheers, guys. Cheers. All right, so let's move. So we'll keep that aside because this is going to be poured over the rice once it's gone. So now, can you have a look at your rice, because you're not on the hob. So have a look at your rice.
Yeah.
And how's it coming?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Is it boiling yet?
Yeah, it's just about boiling. Mine.
Just about boiling. Okay. As soon as it reaches boiling point, just turn it down a smidgen. And then just give it a stir. Make sure the rice is not getting stuck together, and just keep giving it a stir till the rice starts to kind of take.
This is going to be proper rice, because I love stodgy rice.
Oh, do you like stodgy? Oh, you can have stodgy, or you can choose whatever kind of rice you like for this. Right, so while we do that, now you give the rice a quick stir, and that's still cooking away. We're going to go to the cabbage. So grab your red cabbage. And now, this is a shame with this thing. I tend to use the rest of this cabbage because I only use a quarter of it when I'm doing it. But if there's more, because if you actually like cabbage, then, feel free to use more than a quarter of it. You can use a half of it. So you're just going to, I don't know if you can see that there. We're just going to take, I'm just going to use a quarter of it. But like I said, use as much as you like. I tend to get rid of the outer leaf. There we go. Then we're literally just going to shred it, which means just very, very thin slices. Like that. Do you guys ever eat kimchi in Korean food? Do you ever eat?
Right.
Yeah, no. Do you ever eat kimchi in Korean food?
Kimchi.
Yeah, so this is I want it as thin as a slice of kimchi, just really, really nice and thin.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to do that. Okie. And then we're going to take another little bowl, and what you're going to do is you're going to put the cabbage, just kind of open it up a little bit like that. And you're just going to put it all into this bowl here. And you're going to take half of this mixture that we made earlier, the little Japanese rice vinegar mixture. And you're literally just going to pour half of it onto the cabbage.
That'll be it.
That's it. And let it just soak it up.
Is this something that you would cook normally day to day, or?
Oh yeah, very much. I'm doing it very slowly, but I mean, this is such an easy recipe if you have all the ingredients out, honestly. And I purposely chose one that was easy to make because I'm trying, just to get the family healthy as well. And my kids are so fussy, so they will eat anything as long as it tastes really good. Yeah. So I tend to hide vegetables in so many things because I give it a sauce that they just go, oh, what's that? And then if I tell them what they're actually eating, like it's actually just vegetables, they're like, oh, disgusting. So I tend to hide my food in flavors.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you'll notice just at the bottom that it's going like a pinky color, which means it's soaking it up. And then you just set that to one side. So that'll be served just up at the top at the end. So go back to your rice, please. Have a quick look at your rice and make sure. Now you should see that it shouldn't be on boiling now. Now it should be a bit more on simmer.
Yeah.
And as you stir it, it should be absorbing up all the water. So just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan. How much water do you have left in there?
Not much.
Not a lot.
Not much? Okay. And does it look fluffy enough for you or?
Stodgy.
Stodgy. If you think it needs a bit more water, add a bit more water. Feel free to do that. Just add in like a quarter cup. That's fine. But make sure it's boiling water. Make sure it's really hot water. And the same for you, Sarah. How's your rice coming?
Rice is looking great.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So when you feel that the rice has kind of reached, its cooking point, and you can even test a grain or two. That would be brilliant. I'm getting advice sent in from my friends about what to do with the rest of the red cabbage. Let me tell you what to do with the rest of the red cabbage.
It's Christmas soon. Everyone's going to be eating red cabbage.
Everyone's going to be eating red cabbage. I think it's time for another drink. What do you think? We need to hydrate.
Couldn't agree more.
My salmon timer has just gone off. So should I just take that out now?
Yes, the salmon's done. Could you take it out? And did you put it in on foil by any chance? Or what did you put it on, Sarah?
Not do that, no.
No? Okay, that's fine. No. Whatever it's on, take it out and just cover it maybe with a bit of foil. Yeah? Just a piece of foil or anything to just keep it warm.
Nina, can I just ask you, were we supposed to get cooked prawns or raw prawns?
Cooked prawns. Did you get raw prawns?
Yep, so we're just going to fry those up really quickly in some sesame
do that
oil.
really quickly. Do it really quickly. That's fine. Just a dash of olive oil. Don't give it too much flavor. Don't give it too much flavor. So just the simplest bit of olive oil and just a quick pan fry for 3 minutes. It'll be done.
Perfect. Right, we're on it.
No worries. You. All right. In the meantime, while that's going on, so that the salmon doesn't get cold for Sarah, grab another bowl.
Yeah.
And make this one big enough because you're going to add the prawns into the sauce you're about to make. So that's perfect. Perfect size. So you put that in, and what we're going to add in here first is our soy sauce. Okay? And you're going to take your tablespoon, and we're going to put in 4 tablespoons of soy sauce into here. My son's favorite thing in the world. And he's invented, by the way, the best chocolate ever, which is chocolate dipped in soy sauce.
Oh, really?
Wow.
May I just tell you that's the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life.
I mean, I don't want to
sound great.
I don't want to be rude about anyone.
No, but my son, I don't feel free. Honestly, I am mostly so. So let me know when you've done your 4 tablespoons.
Yep.
Yeah, Sarah, you done?
So I need to do the 4 tablespoons for the salmon, yeah?
No. Just in a bowl. Just follow what we're doing. Just keep the salmon. Just put some foil on the salmon and keep it just to one side.
Done that, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So then now just take a bowl and put in 4 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, we're going to grab the sesame oil.
Okay.
And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of sesame oil into this mixture. Sesame oil is very, very healthy for you. 2 tablespoons. Yeah, very much so. 2 tablespoons sesame oil.
I did not know that.
We cook a lot of stuff in sesame oil. Well, we do a lot with sesame oil. And
yeah. Oh, very good.
Amazing.
I'm going to see how much longer there is on my... So my rice cooker is steaming up my walls, as you can see. So just give that a little stir in there, the sesame oil and the soy sauce. And now we're going to put in some fresh root ginger. So bear with me. Get my...
The smell of sesame though and soy sauce is the one. Yeah.
It's in the other freezer. Bear with me. I'm going to grab it.
I've messed up on the ingredient.
I knew there'd be one thing I'd forget.
Oh, I can't believe it.
There we go.
It's fine, there's 3 of us.
I'm all alone.
Sarah, we miss you.
Now, and you guys will think I'm crazy, so I love ginger, and I have it in the mornings as well with some lemon and honey. And what I do is I take a piece of frozen ginger, and if you just put it into defrost for like even 30 seconds in the microwave, it's perfect to grate. So I'm just going to do that for a quick second.
Have you got the grater to provide? Yeah, Becky's got it. Do you want me to put the prawns back?
I mean, I have no idea what it
Yeah. So do you want to take over on this sauce?
Yeah.
Will you do this and I'll do the prawns?
Now here is another little didgeridoo from my travels to South Africa. There was a lady making them at a stand, and I was watching. I was going, "What are you doing there?" Because I smelt the ginger, and I walked straight towards her. So this is a ginger kind of grater, and I just thought it was really, really pretty. So you literally put the ginger on there, like that, which I'll do in a second, and then we're going to add it into our sesame oil and soy sauce mixture. So I'll just bring that over.
Oh.
So,
How much ginger?
well, I've got I would say probably an inch and a bit of ginger, just a nice kind of bit. Yeah, if you really love ginger, add it in, but don't let it overwhelm the whole thing. So I would probably I would say this is probably an inch and quite thick and nice. And just grate it.
Straight into the bowl.
Yes, straight into the bowl.
If you were going out for like dinner or something, what would your favorite restaurant be?
Oh, that's a hard one. I go through phases, and I have to say right now I'm probably in a bit of a Mexican phase. I'm loving all the kind of Latin flavors. But the other thing we've discovered, because where I live, we've got now a Jamaican restaurant. So I've just, for the first time, I made my first ever goat curry. Believe me, it was a hunt to find someone who sells goat, but I did eventually find it.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd have to like put
Curry.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And well, I had to actually go to farm in Buckinghamshire, and they had it there. So let me get my where is it? There we go. So we're going to add the ginger now into the mixture like that. Just add that in there and give that a very, very quick stir as well.
Oh, guys, I just dropped my ginger soy mixture.
Quick, read it.
No, soy everywhere.
Yeah. This is why we cook without her.
Now, the next thing, which is a red chili, is absolutely optional. If you like hot food, you can do it. If you want a hint of chili, but you don't want it to be too spicy, you can do one or two things. You can just use literally crushed chilies if you want to. Or you can use maybe one of these. If you want something very, very mild, it's not an actual chili, it's a pepper. You can just use a pepper if you want to instead. So choose whatever your spice level is. If it's very spicy, use a proper red chili with the seeds. Middle spice is crushed chilies like that. Otherwise, very mild, one of these. So whatever you fancy, just have that.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a mixture of a couple of things. I'm going to use a mild red pepper for the kids, and then I'm going to add in some crushed chilies for myself. So, and then that also goes straight into the mixture. And if you are adding, which chili are you guys adding?
We're adding red chilies. Like
Okay, perfect.
You're going all out.
You're going all out. Okay, but then be careful. Don't put too much. Okay, just use a half a chili or something.
we love chili.
Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to go proper chili. Here we go.
Oh, brilliant. So we're going to just add that in there.
Would you say leave the seeds out if I don't want it too hot?
Say it again.
I leave the seeds out because if I don't
Yes, if you don't want it like, burn your mouth hot, definitely don't add the chilies. The chilies is where the actual spice is. The flavoring is in the rest of the chili. So I would genuinely, if you're using an actual red chili, I would use a quarter of it, and then you can always add more. You can't take it out.
We love chili.
Perfect. Then go for it. You will love it.
We're going.
So
Your hands be quite red in my eyes though.
Yeah.
all right, guys, and let me know when you're all up to speed with this. So we've done that.
Yeah, we're on it.
Okay, and now we're going to go with the spring onions. So, or rather, salad onions, as my Canadian husband likes to say. And I go, what on earth is a salad onion?
The prawns are also now cooked. Just as
Perfect. Oh, good. Let them cool down.
we're finally back on track.
Perfect. We've caught up. Make sure I'm just going to give my spring onions straight from the ground, so they're covered in mud. There we. So I'm just going to give them a quick rinse.
Is that from your vegetable garden at home, or have you?
Yeah, no, not a big patch or anything like that. I have these little tubs, and I like to grow different things. So spring onions actually worked out this year. Last year they were a disaster. And now you take your spring onions, and I don't know about you guys, this is just what I tend to do. I don't know if it's right or wrong. When I have spring onions, I tend to just chop that bit off. That's all, that end kind of top bit. Because sometimes there's a lot of mud in that bit. And then if you just chop your spring onions, so they're, just, I don't know, about 3-4 millimeters thick, something like that.
Nadia, not Nina, sorry.
Nina, that's right.
More about the charity that you're raising money for tonight.
Of course, yes. So I met Lisa Allen, who is, as far as I'm concerned, she is Pink Ribbon Foundation. And she approached me a while ago when she said, look, she had personal stories to associate with breast cancer, and I had sadly lost a very, very dear friend of mine at the age of 39. Never got to see her 40th birthday, and I miss her to this day. And so I said to Lisa, I'm yours. Whatever you want me to do, whenever I'm not working, I get back to her straight away, and we just raise as much money and awareness as we can for the Pink Ribbon Foundation because it does such great work. So that's kind of my slant on this charity. That's why I support it. How about you guys?
So we looked into it a bit earlier, and so it basically provides funding for kind of smaller charities. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's. I mean, as you know, I work for may or may not know, I work for a charity myself, and
Lovely.
yeah, I think working for these for the kind of smaller charities that get the no government funding and all of that sort of thing. It's such an important thing to do. So
it's way more important because I think it gets directly to the people who need it.
Exactly. So absolutely honoured to be part of raising money for something that's so important.
Oh, that's such a. I know Lisa's watching. She's going to be crying right now. Stop it, Lisa. So right, grab your spring onions and chuck them in the bowl. So spring onions go in there as well.
And in with the ginger, yeah?
Yes, in with the ginger, in with the soy sauce. Everything is all in that one bowl. And then now we take our prawns. So,
going in that bowl as well.
Yeah, the prawns are going in there as well. All right, so whenever you're ready, we get all the prawns in there. And we take a spoon and we just mix all of that up. Because this is going to allow the prawns to marinate, and it doesn't need much marination at all. Within 5 minutes, this tastes unbelievable.
Does you put salmon into that mixture?
Not yet. So what we're going to, I'll tell you what you can do though, Sarah. Actually, no, that's a good point. This is what you do, Sarah. With your salmon, you can take the foil off it, take a couple of tablespoons off the mixture, and in fact, put your salmon into a plate or on a bowl or whatever you want to do, and pour a couple of tablespoons of that mixture onto the salmon.
Salmon, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we say, Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Do we actually? Because Alexa, there's a timer for 5 minutes. That's the only thing I have installed in the new house.
You've got your priorities right, I tell you. I can't live with that Alexa now. She's like, we have conversations late at night. It's quite fun.
The best thing is I had Alexa and I had the Google Home Hub, and one said something and then the other one answered, and basically the robots in my house started talking, and I was just stood
Oh my God. Have you guys watched The Social Dilemma?
Yes,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes, it's an absolute must for everyone. I showed it to my kids and my kids freaked out and they were like, Big Brother is watching. And I said, oh yes.
That is the perfect way to scaremonger kids. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so now your rice should be done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the rice, and I'm gonna bring that to here. Bear with me 1 second. And get my there you go. That's gonna go here. And I'm gonna get this out, hopefully without burning myself. Okay, we're gonna fork the rice through. How's your rice looking, guys?
Yeah.
Good. So just fork it through like that. And as you fork it through, we're going to add, do you remember our mixture from earlier? The one with the rice vinegar and the caster sugar?
Yeah.
You're going to pour half of that in first.
Just another half.
Just another half of whatever's left over.
Okay.
So then we're going to, then that way we get to move the rice around a bit. Fork it through that again. Okay, make sure it goes as far down as you can get it. And once all the rice is kind of mixed up and gone everywhere, then you add the other bit of it. So you finish it now.
The rest of it?
Yeah, or if you want, actually, a tiny bit more you can add into your red cabbage.
Let's put it all in. Let's go.
You try and
There you
pour
go.
it and like that.
Okay, and now, while that's just soaking through the rice and giving that a lovely, lovely bit of flavor, we get our avocado out.
Okay.
Okay, and we're just gonna
Here you go, Bam.
very, very quickly. We're just gonna do the, like, you know, cut up the avocado. I tend to kind of, I cut it in half, pop the seed out. I put a line across there with the knife, another line across there, and then I go this way and, you know, cut it sort of horizontally, basically. And then I scoop out the avocado with a teaspoon, so you get these little squares like that. And then I'll just chuck that on top of the prawns, or just keep it ready, Sarah. You don't need to put it anywhere. Just keep it ready.
Bowl.
And let me know when you guys are ready. I'll move on to the next thing.
Keep it on top of the prawn.
Yeah. So your family waiting to eat this for dinner tonight?
Well, do you know what? I didn't think it through because my kids normally eat. They're so hungry after school. They normally eat by 6. So I've only kept my husband starving. I quickly made a really fun sausage pasta for them, so they've eaten, and I've thrown them out of the house, and so that we can have a nice dinner.
Amazing.
So once you've added in your avocado, if you grab your coriander,
Yeah.
okay, and I said we love coriander, so I'm going to use, I would say, probably a good
We bought
fistful.
probably the biggest bag that you could find.
Perfect. I'm going to give mine a quick rinse again, very quickly first. Just a quick rinse from the packet.
Okay.
And then, Alexa, stop.
My Alexa just responded to yours.
Love it. Absolutely love it. You're going to cut your coriander up like this now.
Alexa,
So we're just literally just chopping it.
Well, she's going on one now.
Alexa, stop timer. Me, sorry, she's stuck.
No, it's fine. So, and then you add your coriander on top of the mixture. So actually, Sarah, you're just going to add that into your sauce.
Okay, yeah, no props.
Perfect. Now we're going to plate up. I'll tell you what, actually, if you fancy it, add a dash of black pepper. I always like a dash of black pepper on this as well. So grab some black pepper and just give it a quick. So here's my black pepper.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So
That is impressive.
Is that how you keep
well,
your?
this was in my single days. I thought I need something in the kitchen to protect myself. But I didn't want it to be a knife, so I thought a baseball bat will do it.
I need one of those.
It's so fun. I love these. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab a bowl for myself and hubby. I'm going to do that.
That's enough. We've got coriander to feed the 5,000.
Lovely. Now, do you by any chance have like a measuring kind of cup like this, or anything that's? Do you have anything that's cold, like a metal cup? And if not, just even a normal cup, but I would say around 250 mils worth. So something that gives you a shape. This is just for presentation. It's not important, but I just thought it might be a bit of fun to do. So it looks nice when you serve it up. Let me know as and when. And honestly, it's not important. This is literally just for presentation if you fancy it.
This is fun shaped.
Yeah, we're going to do a nice shaped bit of rice into the bowl.
Perfectly shaped bit of rice, thank you, Benjamin.
There you go. So you just take some rice
It's just
and
more
you add it.
Just using the coffee mug to do this.
That's fine. That's fine. Who knows? Let's see how that turns out.
Sorry.
Actually, how's
Look
right?
at my perfectly shaped rice.
So you take it and you basically, because the rice should be slightly stodgy, you pack it into the little measuring thing. I tend to use metal because metal cools really quickly and it gives it a nice shape. And then you tap it out and you get this shape on your bowl.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yours is way
Oh,
better
this is
than
quite as
ours.
fancy as that. Almost.
Are you joking? I'm actually really impressed with these.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're really cool. Let's see yours, Sarah. How's yours turned out?
Try it.
I've tried my very best.
Sarah, let's have a look at yours.
To be fair, we could squish these and they would look.
Oh, Sarah's look great.
Oh, they look so fancy.
Fantastic. Right, so we're going to do that and let's get that plated up. So I'm just going to shove that in for hubby as well. Bear with. Do that and there we go. So once that's done, then you grab a nice big tablespoon and you grab your mixture. So Sarah, you're going to grab your salmon fillet.
Okay.
And you are going to put that diagonally across your rice. So it looks really, really nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do this, guys. We're just going to take some and you're just going to pour it literally on top of the rice. So it just leaves a nice kind of, my ginger is so thready. It's because I didn't use complete fresh. So there we go. You do that. And make sure that you get a lot of the sauce as well.
The juice.
Okay. And then do not forget, we have red cabbage. So let me know when you've plated up.
Okay, so now I'm putting the sauce over the top of the salmons, yeah?
Correct, yes. Yeah, correct. So depending on how much you've made, you adjust how much you'd like and just pour that over the top.
Okay, yeah.
And then you take your cabbage and you put it just on the side. Like
that. Yours looks way more professional than that.
Not at all, I'm sure. I'm dying to see it.
Right.
You'll have to put the camera on it so I can see it.
We'll hold them up. We'll hold them up.
Hold them up. Okay, fabulous. Now, then don't forget one last thing. Do you have your sesame seeds?
Do you have what?
Sesame seeds? Did you buy any sesame seeds?
Did you buy any sesame seeds?
Nope.
Oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you have or not. Sarah, do you have any?
I was in charge of the shopping and I failed miserably. The whole
So, right, guys, tell me which one to use. A dash, a tad, a smidgen, or a pinch of sesame seeds?
I think a pigeon and a pinch.
Yeah.
A smidgen and a pinch it is. Oh my gosh, a smidgen is like 4 sesame seeds.
Okay, all of it. Just one of each.
All of it. There you go. You just chuck a bit of sesame seeds on the top there.
Sesame seeds.
Lovely. And let's have a look. Oh, I spilled them everywhere. Never mind. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but that is what your poke bowl should look like.
Okay, yeah, it's not that dissimilar.
Oh, it looks great. I love see, look, this is perfect because it's just colors. And now the best part, grab a tablespoon.
Okay.
Oh, I have one here. Did I leave it? Oh, no. Fine. Grab a tablespoon and everybody at the same time, make sure you get a prawn, make sure you get a piece of red cabbage, make sure you have a bit of sauce and rice. And Bon appetit, everyone.
Oh my gosh,
Bon appetit.
amazing.
Mmm.
Oh, it's amazing.
So good.
What do you think?
Mmm.
It's so good.
Really good.
That's great.
How has the salmon turned out?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
Do you like the flavors?
very good flavors. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
I would
Very simple meal, very healthy, and to be honest, you can replace the salmon or the prawns with a steak if you fancy one night. You can have it with steak. You can have it with if you make it with steak, just make sure you add a bit more sugar to the rice vinegar bit.
Yeah.
Or you can have a vegetarian option where you just have it with loads of fresh veggies. You can steam some nice broccoli, and then add some sweet corn. Basically poke bowl it's just a very simple way of getting your carbs, getting some nice protein, and having fresh vegetables and flavors. And
It is delicious.
do you like it? Oh, I'm so glad. Yay.
I'm so impressed that your children eat this. I would have never eaten this.
Oh, they love it. They, like I said, it's down to flavor. Their entire eating habits changed when I discovered just the world of just kind of letting them. If I know that it's a taste they're going to like, I can literally just hide everything in it. We had a vegetarian burrito the other day. I've never made a vegetarian burrito, and I found this lovely chipotle sauce, which I just kind of snuck into the food. And he ate the entire burrito, my son, and then he looked at me suspiciously and went, "There was no meat in that burrito, was there?" I went, "Ha, gotcha."
Amazing.
really good.
Oh, thank you guys so much for joining me on this. I really hope that you like it, and I hope you'll make it again.
We really appreciate it.
No worries. And again, thanks for contributing. It means so much to the Pink Ribbon Foundation. It genuinely does. And thank you to Cookalong TV as well. This has been really fun. My new career now, I've decided I'm going to do this for a living.
Yes.
You're great.
Cheers.
Oh, thanks. Cheers, guys. One last one before we head. Let's go. Let's grab our drink.
Oh, let me just.
Oh, is that the rice cup?
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.